Howdy, everybody in YouTube land. What we have in front of us today, if you can't already tell, is a Commodore SX64. Now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not a Commodore person. The last time I had a Commodore was mid 90s when I was still a small child, and it came out of the trash when I was riding around my bike in the neighborhood. And in that day, I didn't know anything about computers, nor did I know how to get the information on how to work with a computer. I couldn't figure out how to make anything work on screen. It kept giving me the syntax error and stuff like that, so it ended up going right back in the trash. But not after I tore it apart to try to figure out what was inside as a kid. Anyways, fast forward 27 years, here we are with Commodore again. Never really my thing, but this was local, and I couldn't pass it up. So it seems to be in pretty decent shape. It's got a little bit of wear marks and stuff like that, but really it's not bad. And the only other issue is it's missing the cap here, and it's missing one here. I don't have the caps. But other than that, it seems to be in pretty good condition. So let's pull the keyboard off. So the inside appears to be in fairly good shape. But there's a caveat, and that is it came with this. So I can only imagine what we got going on in here. And there's a crack there. Looks like a little bit of touch-up conductive ink or something, I'm not sure. But yeah, there's X marks from where some keys didn't respond, question marks, maybe. I'm not sure exactly what they mean. I really don't know what's going on with this thing 100% yet. So that's a problem. So we need to take a look at that. Comes with a cable. I think that's the keyboard cable, from what I understand. Let's see. Is there anything in there? I don't know. I want to make sure there's nothing left inside that bay. Oh, there is. There's a disky looking thing in there. And my hands are huge, so there we go. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so that is the side cap. Okay. Well, I only have one. I'm missing the others. But let's see, drives code. What's in the drive? Oh, the original, possibly the original cardboard sleeve is in the disk drive. Doesn't want to. Yep, that's going to need a bit of service. So, let's see. What's behind door number 1? Okay, so that's the CRT controls. That's what I expected. So, yeah, the deal, it was local in my area. Well, semi-local. I had to make a little bit of drive to go get it, but it was worth it. And the price of this thing was just, it was way too good to pass up. Now, like I said, Commodore's not really my thing, but it's kind of neat. And it was local, so I figured, why not? Now, because I don't know what's going on with the keyboard, perhaps we should power this thing up and see what the actual issue is. I don't know what dead keys there are, if any, or any of that jazz. So let's grab a power cord. So I have the power cord plugged in there yet. I don't have the keyboard or anything plugged in yet because I don't know how that plugs in yet. Is there a... Yeah, that must be it there. There's a hole there. Alright, well, let's see. Is there a... Alright, I feel like an idiot because I've never... Where's the power switch? Is it on the back? Oh, there it is. don't know if it's going to work. Oh yeah, it does. Wow, okay. So the main board's all good. La 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 la. Let's turn the volume down as I don't care about that. Let's see. Contrast. Brightness. Wow. Kind of neat. Blanking out the camera, that stuff's bright. So this thing has not had a whole lot of use. So color, tint. Yeah, I don't know if the tint's right or not. Don't honestly know, because I don't know. I'm not used to Commodore, but so I suppose what we need to do is plug the cable in, which means I gotta put the camera down. So let me do that. Alright, so let's see, does the keyboard work? 1, 2, 3, it does. Nope. So those work. Caps lock works. It's actually working. Nope. Z key doesn't work. Z, C, V, B. Alright, so every other key on the bottom row Alright, so we've got, here's the issue. So, clear home. I don't know what this thing does. I don't know how to clear. Yeah, anyway, so from what I can tell, the Z doesn't work. X works. It's literally every other key. Enter, return works. We got that. The cursor key works. That key works. Return works. I don't know what restore does yet. That works. So you can see that flashing, so that key works. Commodore key, I don't know what it does. Yep, Commodore key works. So, really, all we have is this bottom row. Every alternate key is dead. So, Z, C, yeah. So, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Alright, so we got to take the keyboard apart and figure out what we have going on with that. Unfortunately, I can't do this on camera because I have to hold it, but I went through the old membrane, not the one that's in here, but the one that came with it, and you can see the X marks where there was issues before. So the keys that are dead on this keyboard are the same keys here. So what I've done, and there's the space bar's dead too, I figured that out. So every other one here is dead, but I followed the circuit and it all leads up here to the second one up from the bottom. So I grabbed the meter and connected it from here, and every single one of these ring out on this membrane. So there's obviously a connection issue on the second pin in this keyboard, or there's a problem with the circuit that this is connected to inside the keyboard. So we got to pull that apart and figure out what's going on. I grabbed the multimeter and I checked the continuity across the cable, and all of these pins are good. So it's not the cable causing my issue. So I think for now, I want to move this out of the way and pull the keyboard apart, because I need to check circuit 2 in the keyboard, from what I can tell at this point in time. So let's get this out of the way, and I need to inspect this circuit here. Well, I call it circuit 2, but it's the second one up from the bottom. So that one there is a problem. So let's get that apart and figure out what's going on with that. But first I got to move that out of my way. So I want to preface this by saying that there's already a billion videos out there and websites out there for servicing the Commodore 64 and the SX64. I mean, you have Techmoan, Adrian Black, and a million other channels. So this video is not going to be an in-depth, detailed video on how to service that, because there's better quality content out there that goes over that very topic. So this particular video is just based around my machine and what I got to do to make this thing work. So just my own experiences for documentation purposes. But as far as I can tell, it goes on like that. So that means this connector sits in here somewhere. So I need to pull this apart, and I've heard that these clips love to break. So I got to figure out how to get this apart without breaking clips. Alright, let's do that. Using my spudger tool, I carefully worked it in here to pop these clips out without breaking them, and luckily they're all still intact. So that's out of the way for now. Let's see, how does this keyboard come apart? I need to figure that out. Does all of these keys have to come off? Oh man, that's gonna be fun if all of those keys have to come off. Okay. Yeah, I think all of these keys have to come off. As far as I can tell, they all have to snap out of here so I can get to the membrane. So that means I got to take some good reference photos. I got the membrane removed. As you can tell, that was a pain in the ass. Had to pull all the keys off. But I got it removed. The membrane's in decent shape. Should be, because it's new. But the problem I've noticed right away is this. That is a mess. I don't think that's factory. So I need to clean that up, because that is not going to work. So I metered out the keys that weren't working. I metered them out to here, to circuit 2, and it's fine. So that leaves, move that out of the way. That leaves checking this, which all those need cleaned. They're bad. These contacts are messy, so that could be a problem. So that circuit, that key worked. These two are together, so I know these are all together. So really, the connection point here is just not making good contact. So, all right, well, I need to clean that up and fix that, because that's not gonna work. So the problem is someone screwed up this board. The board's junk. Because look, it's delaminating. Yeah, I can't. That's a problem. That's why we're having this issue. What I did was clean under this the best I possibly could, and cleaned off the whole membrane. It was kind of nasty because, yeah, the color of the Q-tips coming off of that was fairly nasty. So cleaned all underneath that. I added some fresh solder to build it up a little bit, cleaned it up, tried to flatten out the lifted traces the best as I could, and then clamped this down really hard. So I'm hoping by some miracle that it works. So what I want to do next is I'm going to grab a meter and look at my reference photos, and I want to meter out the 2 pins where the connections are for this. And I'm going to touch the Z key and see what it does. So I flipped this membrane up like this, and I know it was this key that didn't work, so I buzzed that out to over here, pin 8, and it didn't work. So I took this back apart, flipped this around, cleaned underneath it, did it again with more alcohol, and now I got a connection. So Hopefully it stays that way. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing put back together and get all of those keys back on here. Slowly but surely, it's becoming reassembled. One key at a time. So, yeah. You know what's funny? That's driving me nuts. I know how to type on a keyboard, and my muscle memory tells me where all the keys are, but I don't know where all the keys go. Has anybody ever ran into that problem? Like, see, ASDF, J, no. What was ASDF? H, I don't fucking know. Okay, so caps lock AS. Oh, so I know S goes there. So that's in there. And then Commodore key. I know where that goes. I'm looking for the spring to make sure it didn't fall out. Commodore key. And then this is the number 4. This goes there. Don't know where that goes yet. Don't know where that goes yet. A. I don't know where that goes. So that goes there. Lock. I know that's the caps lock key. Goes there. ASDF J. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if that's right. It doesn't feel like it. ASDF G. I'm pretty sure it's ASDF GH. And JK. I don't know. That's pretty sad, ain't it? Alright. No, that goes here. I know where that one goes at least. Okay. 1. I know where that goes. 3. Still has the pin in it. At symbol. Don't know. Don't know. 2. It's in there. Yeah. So, one key at a time. Isn't this just asthma? Makes a good asthma video. That doesn't seem right. Yeah, that's not right. You know, how about we just start randomly throwing these keys wherever? Because why the hell not? That's a funky looking 3, so maybe that goes with this 3. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, anyways, you get the point. Where that one goes. You are, nope, don't know. Don't know yet. I'm sure this is going here. Lots of keys. Oh, I know where that one goes. I know where that one goes because I know this part of it. F. Can I get an F in the chat, please? Anyways. Cursor, that goes here. I don't know where you go yet. Oh. Oh. Y. J. P. Where did you go, key? I know you're around here somewhere. F. F in the chat. Alright. Let's see. Do you think we can guess where those keys went? So I have an at key. Do I have an in? See, I've never worked on a Commodore keyboard, so I don't know off the top of my head where that goes. I'm pretty sure that goes there. And then you go there. Or maybe you went there. I don't know. That's where you're going now, though. Okay. Let's get it put back together, and let's hope, by some miracle, that this keyboard works. And I didn't lose any additional keys, because they all worked except for the other bottom row and the spacebar, which was circuit number 2, which is from the bottom, one up from the bottom here. Now, I'm not going to snap this plastic on until I know for sure that it works, because the last thing I want to do is break things that don't need to be broken unnecessarily, because I'm not going to snap it together and then not, have a problem with it, and then just to snap it together again, or to unsnap it and then snap it together and unsnap it and then snap the plastic along the way. Now, the issue I'm noticing here is these holes are a little bit wallered out, because it's not wanting to really grip well, so that's the issue with, yeah, see how that just dropped in there? Yeah, anyways, it's not perfect, but it's in good shape. So now, let's get the unit back up here, and let's get all this cleared off out of the way, and get the unit up here, and we'll test it all. Alright, it's all connected. I wish this thing wasn't so long, but it is what it is. Move you out of the way. Alright, so let's see. It's either going to work or it's not. That still works. Enter still works. I don't know what that key does. Yeah, so let's see, control. That one works. Okay, let's see. Alright, so that actually works. Now, the moment of truth. Yes. Shift key works. Cursor up, down, left, right. Yep, done. Commodore key A. Yep, Commodore key works. Run stops, responding. It's working. So 10 print. That didn't work. Yeah, that key, the run stop key runs. Run. Yay, it works. Yeah, 10 print hello didn't do it, because I probably have to put quotes in there. I've never written this kind of basic before, so the stuff that I write's so much newer. But yeah, seems to be working fine. So the keyboard works. we should go and figure out if the floppy drive works, which I don't know if it does or not. So let me go figure that out next. Now, these are floppy disks I've had for, God, 20 years or so, and I never had a Commodore 64. And the only reason why I didn't format them is because there's no, you know, they're right protected. So I don't know if they're any good. I don't know. Let's see. Oh. I don't know the Commodore. I did a quick Google. Where's my quotes? Nope. So that's no good. Nope. So there's nothing on that disc. It's like, no, sorry. These might be PC based. This stuff could be. Yeah. Anyways. Nope. I really don't know what I'm doing, so don't mind me. See, are these even Commodore discs? It doesn't say. That is for the Commodore 64, so I know this one is. Try that again. If that doesn't work, these discs are bad, or I need to fix the floppy drive. Yeah, something's wrong. I might have to do some Googling. So I think we have a bad floppy drive. I don't know what's going on with it. I went through all of these discs, and you know, I just can't imagine that every single one of these is bad. And that's a C64 disc. So yeah, no matter what I do, it's just file not found, file not found, file not found. So let's see if it does it without a disc in it. I don't know how to make it go back to. And it makes the same noise. So yeah, we're going to have to take this apart and dig into that floppy drive and see what's going on with it. See if it's got a bad belt, maybe the heads are seized. There's something going on with that drive, and we need to do some service. So I noticed the head's kind of in the middle there. So I'm going to put the disc in it. So the disc is installed. It's flashing because I tried to read it before. So we're going to try to read it, but look what happens. You see it bobbing back and forth, but it won't return home. And then obviously it gives up. But it is spinning, so the drive is trying to work. I don't really know where to go with this. I don't know if it's a controller failure or what it is. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some more investigating. But when I took the screws out, unfortunately, it loosened the whole drive, and that's not what I wanted to do. Next thing I want to do before I give up is run the initialize command. Yeah, it's still throwing an error. So, yeah. So I think what I want to do yeah, it's toast. So I think what I want to do is probably just end this video here and consult the community, let the community watch the video and see if I can get any feedback on what to do, because I really do not know Commodore machines. So I don't know how to fix this problem or where to go about troubleshooting it. So I think I'm going to end this video here so I can collect some feedback. So anyways, if you got a comment and know what I should do next, leave it below. Hit the like, subscribe button, and thank you for watching this video. And until next time, guys.